That wasn't a lucky play. That was just good football.
Say, God damn.
Still reading God we trust. Usually we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Mark said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Dak going to start out going to the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. One play action. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Slot man moves right. Running on 1st down, Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Chargers are 12 and 4 now on the year. The Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Fields on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
So if they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing
Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will stay at a 7-point. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. For his NFL career, not a bad number at all. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is indeed good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, There's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One of the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Now Fields.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they pitch it to Eckler. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the slot man goes in motion left. On third down, here's Eckler. And he's got this down to the 35. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It's Eckler again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Up the middle with Eckler. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And it's a fumble, and picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays.
Yeah.
They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Play action. It's Fields. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards there for number 15. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down, there's the option going left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give, Eckler running to the right. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Eckler, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Fields, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys make over a first down at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Off play action, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. On second and goal, Fields being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Eckler. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be...
And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Right back. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Prescott.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second down and goal. Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's probably something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From his goal line here, Fields. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 23. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Tolbert. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Derwin James with a pick. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I like what he showed me in this game because he certainly has understood when it was time to scramble with the ball. On this play, he shows me that he knows when to throw it away as well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
He was brought down by
On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Here's Fields.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will score. Touchdown! From 6 yards away.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they take a knee.